welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be this grungy kind of glam using the new ColourPop and ILUVSARAHI collaboration. I absolutely love it. I hope you guys do too, and let's jump into it and hope you guys enjoy. So to start off, we're just prepping our eyes for some eyeshadow. I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I actually haven't used this in so long, but I've missed it. And then I'm just setting that in place with some translucent powder. The first eyeshadow we're taking is Freckles from the Cheeky palette, and we are just applying this straight into our crease with a fluffy blending brush and blending this out. As always, you want to make sure that you're using your windshield wiper motions and circular motions. From that same palette, you want to take the shade Noche. I don't even know if I pronounced that correctly, but we're just going to take that color and apply that to our outer corner V and bring that into the crease. I am using a Ray Morris brush for this, which I will leave down below, but you want to make sure that you're blending in these colors seamlessly. We are creating a halo eye for this look, so we want to make sure that all these colors are kind of melting in together because it is going to be quite dark. You also want to make sure that you're building up this color slowly because you don't want it to look muddy. So you want to start off by taking just a little bit of the brown first, blending it all together, and then adding a little bit more to your desired opacity. I then took my fluffy brush once again just to make sure all those edges are blending out seamlessly. And then with that Ray Morris brush, I'm just taking a bit of Noche and applying that into my inner corner to start off our halo. I then went into the Saucy palette and took the shade Razzie, and I applied this over the Noche shade. So I applied it to my outer corner, brought it into my crease, and then applied it into my inner corner and blended it out with a smaller fluffy brush, and then went in with my bigger fluffy brush just to blend out those edges and really smoke them out. And going back into the Cheeky palette, I took the shade Vivacious, which is a gorgeous metallic pink shade. And I just popped this into the center of my lid with my finger to make it really opaque. I then took a little bit of Razzie and applied that to the sides and blended that out with a clean blending brush just to make sure it's all smoking in together and nothing is looking harsh as always. I then just took a liquid liner. This is my Maybelline Master Precise, and I just use this to create a super thin line. I'm not winging it out. This is just to help hide the band of the lashes. I'm then curling my lashes and applying some mascara. I really like this mascara. This one is by Zoeva. And then I popped on some lashes, which are the Lily lashes in the style Monaco. Moving on to the skin, I'm taking this Australis Midas Touch Primer. You guys know I don't really like primers, but I was trying this out for the first time, and oh my goodness, I absolutely loved it. It left my skin feeling super hydrated and super glowy. I definitely think you guys should try it out. I'll be using this a lot more as well. For foundation, I'm taking my NARS Sheer Glow Foundation in the shade Fiji, applying this all over my face with a Real Technique, tongue twister, a Real Techniques brush, and then just pushing that in with my damp beauty blender. I want to be slightly cream contouring just the holes of my cheekbones. I'm taking the Tarteist Pro Glow palette for this, just taking the cream contour shade, using a MAC brush to apply it, and then just blending that out with my damp beauty blender. For concealer, I'm applying my usual, which is my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. Applying this quite generously to my under eyes. I applied also a little bit to my chin and the bridge of my nose, and then just blending this out with my damp beauty blender. I did speed this up just a little bit because I know it does get quite boring watching me just blend that out. And then to set that oil in place, I'm taking my Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder, my holy grail, as you guys know, and just apply this to my under eyes just to bake. And then whatever was left on the beauty blender, I just applied it to cut my contour and just a little bit on my chin. And while that's all setting in place, we're moving back onto the eyes. I'm taking this Hourglass Mechanical Gel Liner Pencil, and we are going to apply this into our waterline and also to our lower lash line. You want to make sure that you're getting this in between your lashes as well. And then taking a flat definer brush and using that to smudge out that gel liner pencil, because we want this to be a really like smudged, grungy, smoked out look. I mean, this isn't heavy grunge, but slightly. I applied a little bit of black eyeshadow just over the top just to make it that little bit darker and to help smoke this out a little bit more. I took a little bit of Razzie on a pencil brush and used that to smoke out the black eyeshadow and the pencil liner. I wanted this to be kind of really messy, so yeah, you just want to work on smoking that out so it doesn't look too harsh. I then just took a clean brush by Zoeva and used that to dust off all of the remaining powder off of my face. And then I just did my eyebrows off camera. It's just the usual with my Sigma brow powder and applied some mascara to my lower lashes. I used a new bronzer today. This one is a satin bronzer by BH Cosmetics, but to be honest, I don't know how I feel about it. I didn't like it very much. It didn't really blend out that well and it kind of looked a bit muddy. I had to go over it with my damp beauty blender. And then I went over it again with some bronzer a few times, but it just wasn't working for me. Oh my gosh, I was so excited to use this. This is the new Becca and Chrissy Teigen palette. I took the blush shade and applied that to the apples of my cheeks. I absolutely loved this shade. It's so beautiful. And then I took the highlighter shade and applied that to the tops of my cheekbones and my temples. And I also applied a bit of that to the brow bone. I couldn't even think of the name for that. But yeah, to my brow bone as well. And I thought this highlighter shade was so beautiful as well. And then I tried to apply a little bit more bronzer, but made it a little bit better. Moving on to the lips, I took the Mamacita lip liner and the Mamacita liquid lip from the ILUVSARAHI COLOURPOP collection and applied those to my lips. I thought this color was so beautiful. It's so me. You guys know I love my dark lips. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So that's it for the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.